UK far-right riots spread, triggering emergency security meeting. TikTok agrees to withdraw rewards feature in EU. Nobel laureate Yunus to head Bangladesh's interim government. Aramco reports lower half-year profits. Western wildfire season continues with a vengeance. Nissan developing paint to keep drivers cooler.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It's Thursday, August 8th, and here are your top stories. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer convened an emergency security meeting Monday after far-right riots fueled by misinformation spread over the weekend. Buildings were set on fire, and hotels housing asylum seekers were stormed by angry mobs. 2 hotels were targeted Sunday night in what has turned into the worst disorder the UK has seen in years. Almost 150 people were arrested over the weekend. The violence followed a week of unrest after a stabbing attack that killed 3 young girls in the northern city of Southport. False claims about the attacker's ethnicity and origin quickly spread online, fueling the violence.
Elon Musk weighed in on the violence, writing on the social platform X that civil war is inevitable, in response to a video allegedly showing rioters clashing with British police. In Rotherham, video showed protesters, some masked and carrying St. George cross flags, which can be associated with the far right, chanting, "Get them out." The crowd smashed windows of a Holiday Inn Express hotel, which was being used to house asylum seekers as people inside looked on with horror. The rioters also set plastic trash trolleys on fire next to the hotel and hurled planks of wood and profanities at police in riot gear. Police in South Yorkshire, where Rotherham is located, later said their officers were also targeted with glass bottles and beer cans by a crowd of about 700 people.
The European Union's Executive Commission said Monday that TikTok has agreed to withdraw a rewards feature that raised concerns about its potential to encourage excessive screen time, particularly among children. It was the first resolution of an investigation under the 27-country EU Sweeping Digital Services Act, which went into effect in February and aims to ensure a safe and accountable online environment by regulating large digital platforms. TikTok made the commitment without conceding that the feature violated the Digital Services Act.
The case involves TikTok Lite, a low-bandwidth version of the app released in Spain and France. It allowed users to earn points for actions such as following creators, liking content, or inviting friends to join TikTok. The points could be exchanged for Amazon vouchers and gift cards on PayPal. TikTok stated that rewards were restricted to users 18 years and older who had to verify their age. The Commission opened an investigation in April due to concerns that TikTok had not conducted a diligent assessment required under the Act of the feature's potential addictive effect, especially for children, given the suspected absence of effective age verification mechanisms on TikTok.
Nobel laureate Mohammad Yunus will head Bangladesh's interim government after longtime Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina fled the country amid a mass uprising that left hundreds dead and pushed the nation to the brink of chaos. The decision, announced early Wednesday, came during a meeting that included military chiefs, organizers of the student protest that helped drive Hasina from power, prominent business leaders, and civil society members. Yunus is expected to return soon from Paris, where he is advising Olympic organizers.
Yunus is an economist and banker. He was awarded the 2006 Nobel Peace Prize for his work developing microcredit markets. He has been hailed for bringing thousands out of poverty through Grameen Bank, which he founded in 1983 and which makes small loans to business people who wouldn't qualify for regular bank loans. Abedan said other members of the new government will be decided soon, after discussions with political parties and other stakeholders. The president dissolved parliament on Tuesday, clearing the way for an interim administration and new elections.
Saudi oil giant Aramco reported half-year profits of $56.3 billion on Tuesday, down from the previous year amid worries about a slowing global economy. Aramco said its overall revenue for the half-year was $220.7 billion, up from $218.6 billion the year before. Profits in 2023 were $61.9 billion, nearly $5 billion higher. Despite the turmoil in the global economy, Aramco remains bullish on the future with a projected increase in demand from the aviation industry in China. Aramco CEO expects further demand growth in the second half of the year.
Aramco hopes its overall dividend for the year will exceed $124 billion. While a small portion of Aramco trades on the Tadawul, the vast majority of the firm is held by Saudi Arabia's government, fueling its expenditure and providing wealth to the Al Saud royal family. Saudi Arabia, a leader in the OPEC cartel, has allied with Russia and others outside of the group to keep production down and boost global oil prices. Aramco produced over 12 million barrels of oil a day throughout the year but maintains the ability to bring an additional 3 million barrels a day onto the market. Aramco has a market value of $1.7 trillion, making it the world's fifth most valuable firm, behind Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Alphabet.
The U.S. wildfire season is continuing at a relentless pace across the West, with a new blaze erupting in Southern California, destroying multiple homes and leaving residents little time to evacuate. The Edge Hill fire started Monday afternoon in the Little Mountain community and quickly spread up a hillside, destroying at least half a dozen homes. According to the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, the Edge Hill fire is the latest in a California wildfire season that has already burned nearly 800,000 acres and destroyed more than 1,000 structures.
Wildfires have burned more than 4.6 million acres across the United States, including 200,000 acres in the first 5 days of August. On Tuesday, nearly 30,000 firefighters battled 89 large wildfires across California, Oregon, and other western states. Captain Andrew Bonhis said the Edge Hill fire exemplifies how quickly fires in the West, fueled by dried-out vegetation and high temperatures, have spread this year. Initially reported around 2:30 p.m. local time as a 5-acre blaze, the fire ballooned to more than 50 acres within 3 hours, catching multiple homes on fire as it crested a hillside and leaving residents with just minutes to evacuate. At least 200 firefighters from several agencies, including helicopter crews, raced to put out the flames.
Nissan showed Tuesday what it called a cool paint designed to keep people inside vehicles cooler, although the coating is 6 times thicker, which still poses a challenge for commercialization. The announcement came at a timely moment as Japan was enduring record sweltering temperatures. Nissan Motor Co. tested the paint on vehicles operating around Tokyo's Haneda Airport, where unshaded areas provide an ideal environment for assessing the technology. While the vehicles with the special paint look like ordinary cars, they feel much cooler to the touch.
According to Nissan, the cool paint lowered the car's roof panel temperature by 12 degrees Celsius and the interior temperature by 5 degrees Celsius. Cooler cars can reduce the use of air conditioning and lessen the toll from heat on engines and electric vehicle batteries. Toyota Motor Corp. has also been experimenting with paint to lower cabin temperatures, focusing on colors that refract the sun's rays. However, Nissan's paint reflects sunlight better and creates electromagnetic waves that block the rays, redirecting energy away from vehicles. This paint was developed with Riots Cool of China, which also created a film, fabric, and coating that reduce heat. Riots Cool collaborates with various Japanese companies, offering cooler-feeling hats and sun parasols.
The answer for yesterday was A, imminent. An announcement about his resignation is imminent. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into the news of Nissan developing paint to keep drivers cooler. Number 1, coating. 薄薄的覆盖层涂层. The car's paint has a protective coating to prevent rust. Number 2, commercialization. 商业化, 商品化. The commercialization of the new technology will begin next year. Number 3, scuttle. 猝不及跑. She scuttled off when she heard the sound of his voice. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune into Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I'll see you next time.